Hi, I'm Megan and welcome to my kitchen. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some of our favorite meals from 2020. Today's video is also part of a collab hosted by Sarah at Sarah's Realm. As soon as you're done watching my video, be sure to check out Sarah's channel as well as the collab playlist. They'll both be listed in the description box below. If you're coming over to my channel from the playlist, welcome. I hope you enjoy and I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Let's get into today's video. First up is hibachi. This is probably hands down our favorite meal that we've made. We've made it several times this past year and we will make it again this upcoming year. Making hibachi at home, it's not hard and it's so much more affordable than going out for hibachi. So if you've never tried making it at home, I encourage you to give it a try. It's really delicious. And again, like I said, it's not hard to do. I will include a link to my video where I made this in the description box below, and I'll also include an iCard above, and I'll also do that for the other things that I'm sharing with you today. So again, be sure to check the description box for links and recipes. And here is the homemade hibachi along with the fried rice, vegetables, and yum yum sauce. Next up, our Philly cheesesteak sloppy joes. I actually made this recipe twice last year, and I will include the recipe again in the description box below. The first time I made it, to be honest, we weren't really huge fans of it, but I made a couple of changes and made it a second time, and it was absolutely delicious, and I can't wait to make it again. So again, I'll include the recipe in the description box below, and the two changes that I made were, first, I skipped the cornstarch slurry. To me, I just felt like it was unnecessary, and it gave it a weird texture. And the second change that I made was I added A1 sauce, and I got that from Love Missy XO, and the A1 sauce just added great flavor, and I'm not even a fan normally of A1 sauce, so I really recommend this recipe. But again, if you make this, I would suggest leaving out the cornstarch slurry and adding A1 sauce. Next up is chicken pot pie. Before I tried this new recipe this past year, I had always made my chicken pot pies using store-bought pie crusts, and then for the filling, I just did cream of chicken soup plus my chicken and vegetables. But I saw a video on Crouton Cracker Jack's channel to make a homemade pot pie with the crust and filling from scratch, and he just made it look so easy, and I decided to give it a try, and I am so glad that I did. It is absolutely delicious. Now, there's nothing wrong with pre-made pie crust and filling, but the homemade from scratch is just so much better. So I will again include a link to the Crouton Cracker Jacks video in the description box below. I highly suggest you give it a try. I am not at all a baker, so if I can do this, trust me, anyone can. And again, this recipe is just really easy to put together and it's absolutely delicious. And here is the finished pot pie. Next up is creamy Italian chicken. I love making this because it's so quick and easy to put together. It's a crock pot meal. It's very budget friendly. You only need a couple of ingredients, and it's very easily doubled or tripled for larger families or potlucks or gatherings. And best of all, it's so delicious. So basically, you just add your ingredients to your slow cooker. So you add your chicken breasts, dry Italian dressing mix, and a little bit of chicken broth. You cook that on low for a few hours. Remove the chicken. You can dice it up or shred it. You'll add your chicken back into the crock pot. Then you add some cream cheese, a can of cream of chicken soup, and then you just put the lid back on and cook it for about another hour, and it's done. And you can serve it over rice or pasta or mashed potatoes. We love rice, and again, it's absolutely delicious. If you've never tried this, I highly recommend you give this a try. Next up are sushi bowls. I haven't yet done this in a what's for dinner video, but I wanted to be sure to include it here because it is absolutely one of our favorites. We make this all the time. So for the sushi bowls, these are totally customizable. You can add whatever you like. So first for the rice, you can just use plain cooked white rice. Sometimes though, I will do like my own homemade version of sushi rice, which I'll cook the rice and then make a mixture of rice wine vinegar, sugar, and salt. Pour that over the rice, stir it together, and then allow the rice to cool. But again, you can just use plain white rice. We then like to add cooked diced shrimp, raw ahi tuna. And a quick tip here, we get our ahi tuna in the frozen section at Aldi. It is sushi quality, and the package is less than $5, so it's a really affordable way to get ahi tuna. But again, you can use whatever toppings you like. We also like cucumber, avocado, sesame seeds, fried onions, and my husband likes seaweed salad and pickled ginger on his. And then we also like to add sriracha mayo and eel sauce to ours. Now, the seaweed salad, you can get this from grocery stores that sell sushi like Publix or Kroger. The pickled ginger and the sriracha mayo, you can find it at your local grocery store. in their Asian food section. This is the eel sauce that we like to use. You can get it at some grocery stores, but I just ordered this off of Amazon. And then here's the sriracha mayonnaise that we use. Again, we just got this at Publix, and that's how we make our sushi bowls. They are so delicious. Next up are easy glazed donuts. Now I know this isn't a dinner recipe, but I wanted to go ahead and share it because it's one of our favorite things that we made this past year. My dad used to make these all the time for us growing up, but I hadn't had them in forever, and I made it this year, and I'm so glad that I did. I remembered how delicious these are, and they were absolutely easy to make. So I really suggest you give this a try if you've never made these. These could not be easier. You basically just take a can of biscuits. Now you want to make sure that you don't get like the layered biscuits. You get more of the home style biscuits. You cut a hole in the center. If you don't have a cutter, I just used a top to my vinegar bottle. Cut the hole out, and then you fry these in some oil, and that's it. Breakfast takes less than 15 minutes to put together. You can make a simple glaze using some powdered sugar, vanilla, and a little bit of milk, or you can dip these in cinnamon sugar, or you could also make a chocolate glaze, whatever you like, but these are so quick and easy to put together, and they are delicious. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up button below and subscribe to my channel. Have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.